Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. Charlie Morton is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Andrelton Simmons strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the Angels, shortstop.
Number 37 will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Number 17 will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Good-looking batting average on the season, but you hope his last 10 games doesn't hurt him too bad. He's been hitting under 100.
Grounded to short. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Angels leave 1. Now the number 34 will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he has just not been effective at all on the road. Not really sure what the reason has been, but he's really got to change that trend
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. A quick out number 1. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. Last month, he really put on a strong show of power, going deep 8 times. If I'm the opposing manager, I'm going to work around him all game. I'd rather take my chances and make someone else prove they can beat me.
Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Smoked on the ground left side. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cole Calhoun will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, yesterday he just didn't look like himself, but he's been good lately. He's had 7 RBIs over his last 10 games.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They're on a nice little run. Winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And it hasn't been the best year for them, but at least they're finishing strong. That says a lot for their manager and the type of team that I think these guys can become.
Hard hit ball to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. And with that, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, having Brian McCann behind the plate, something every pitching staff would appreciate. Great at pitch framing, blocking skills are as good as any. He saves runs by giving up his body, and he gets his pitchers a lot of strikes by being fluid back there with the glove.
We'll move forward now to the bottom of inning number 2.
Batting sixth,
Brian McCann will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Again down to second, but he's back in safely. Bottom of the second here with no score. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Keller's a guy that will mostly call a great game. Although sometimes he gets some odd looks from pitchers, especially when they feel like they've spotted a great pitch.
Jake Marisnik will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
0-2, here it comes. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Down the first baseline. Pujols has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Kevin Smith steps in here to start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base, and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. Mike Trout comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
The batter number 20, third baseman
Josh Donaldson stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First offering on its way. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 24 home runs for him on the season, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting,
Cole
right
Calhoun will get his third
Calhoun.
shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
1-0.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
The 1-0 delivery. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
He's running towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
And when you've got a pitcher out there that you think might still be a little distracted from the home run earlier in the inning, you can use that to your advantage. And he does that right there by taking second.
1 out and a runner on second base. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The left fielder, number 24.
Chris Young will dig in again.
Young.
He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Leading off for the Astros,
Jose Altuve gets
second
things started
baseman.
here in the 6th for
Jose
the hometown team.
Altuve.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. So it's a ground ball single to left for him
Right
here.
fielder.
His second hit tonight.
Josh
And as you can see on the
Reddick.
graphic, his total currently leads this Astros ball club.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
Josh Reddick is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is there. 1 out.
now batting, number 13.
Number 13 will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
Now a move over to first. Runner's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There goes Altuve. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Carlos Correa is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Hector Rondon is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Albert Pujols will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th.
Center fielder number 6.
Jake Marisnick will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. No runs on 6 hits, and 2 errors thus far for the Astros. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away, so as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Calhoun is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Marwin Gonzalez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner on first with 2 away. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. 2 out with the man at first. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Now a throw over, and he's back standing.
Simple throw over there.
Launched to right field and deep. Back goes Calhoun. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
And this home run was huge, especially right there in that dugout. At 5-0, you were starting to get the sense that this might not be their day. But now that they're on the board to make it 5-2, I'd say anything can happen from here on out.
Here comes the Angels manager now as he makes the slow walk toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt.
Your attention, please. Now
New
pitching
pitcher
for
set
the
to take
Angels.
over here, and we'll see the
Number
right-hander
47,
Junichi Tazawa.
Junichi Tazawa.
Standing in now, Yu Gurriel, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's another one that's drilled this one to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 8th inning coming up. It's the Angels 5 and the Astros 2. Number 17 steps in now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Josh Reddick will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here he comes on 2-0. Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Three and one now. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close.
Keeping him close.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And the count will be full. Before the payoff pitch, a look to first. Runner back standing. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And, oh, this one drops. Full count. Here it comes. To short. Taken in by Simmons. To second for one. On to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th.
Oh, that's a nice double play, but let's focus in here on the turn at second base. He's got a base runner just breathing down his neck. One second baseman coming down hard on another. They know what the deal is there. They're going to try to take each other out. So that's great concentration, great mechanics to make sure he turns this and then takes the shot.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Liner towards second, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing doing there for Houston. They trail 5-2. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9.
Leading off in the bottom of the
Carlos
9th,
Correa will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. And a step off. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Stepping in now, Alex Bergman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun moves over, 2 down.
the catcher, number 16, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curve.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there.
Final line score tonight.